I guess you could start off, mate.
It's outrageous.
How rude.
Wow.
Love you, mate. Love you,
What
mate.
a rude group of
Beep
people who
all of
like
that.
to take the piss out of us. But you know who aren't a rude group of people? Our 9.5k followers. So thank you very much for helping us hit that milestone. 9.5k followers of the Blue Podcast Network. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Purple Show, your one-stop shop for all things European football.
Apart from France.
I am your host, Henry, your resident Bundesliga expert, or I try to be. Joining me, we've got our Spanish League wizard, and that is Lloyd.
Yeah, that's the best name you've given
It
me
is.
Honestly,
in about 2 years.
This is why I was. This is why I was
You
like,
didn't have
yeah,
to interrupt
this
my
is
sting.
me.
Right, this is going to become a new regular thing. I'm going to try to do it properly for now.
Okay.
Gonna be more professional.
This is
We've
staying
got our Dutch-speaking, Dutch-knowing Dutchman, Jamie. The guy who knows Portugal a little bit, kind of just forced into that one. But Tom's here too. And unfortunately, Dan's not here this week, so we're going to have to put up with Ubaid.
Oh,
That's revenge from earlier.
true.
I think we're
You
even
know
now.
what?
Who's going
It's
to be
fair
who's
ground.
going to be covering all the Serie A action for us this week? So unfortunately, there's not been any games this week for us to talk
have.
about. So we're going to have
They
to
have.
be. Oh, have
In
they?
certain leagues.
Certain leagues.
La Liga's had Copa del Rey, so that like all the top teams are playing against fourth tier sides. It's not really worth
And we're
talking about.
Bundesliga's on a break.
Oh yeah, Eredivisie is on a break as well. But I think Serie A
And Primera Liga.
Yeah, Primera Liga is still going.
Do you want to touch on them, or shall we just move on to our
Oh,
planned
Milan
events?
beat Inter. AC Milan beat Inter.
But that was in the cup, wasn't it?
Yeah.
still counts.
It's a trophy.
Sergio
Yeah, but it's a
Conceição.
cup game.
Wow, did you see his
Tammy
celebrations
Abraham.
afterwards?
Yeah,
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 he's going
massive
crazy.
I'll do a brief little rundown for the
God.
Primera Liga. Santa
Matt,
Clara
tell him
drew
down.
with Farense, which is obviously a big result for Farense because they are
Oh.
not very good.
Actually, that reminds me. I was going to tell you this because I found it on Wikipedia. So we all know Carlos, our good friend Carlos, and his
Yep.
dad was a Brazilian international.
Yep.
His last club was Farense.
Cool.
Farense,
Anyway,
but
Farense, sorry.
big result here. Benfica 1, Braga 2.
Oh,
Massive.
Yeah.
Big up Braga.
I'm pretty sure Braga would dominate for most of it, but they were dominated for most of it. But
I'm doing an
Benfica
FM
lost.
tape with
still
everyone.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
Considering some of our shouts that Benfica would win the league, they've not been very good.
Sorry, question: Didn't they lose to Sporting at one point?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
They
Yeah.
have as well, yeah.
So Sporting now top again.
But Sporting drew 4-4 against Vitoria de
Guimarães. Yeah.
Yep.
Guimarães.
4-4.
Yeah, nearly getting there.
4-4.
Yeah.
Do you want to know
Dutch
the timings?
and Portuguese again.
So Trincao equalised in the 95th minute.
Wow.
Good
That was
game.
in sync.
Good game.
That was it.
I'll just run through the table quickly. That does leave Sporting still on 41 points. But as I was saying about how we shout out Benfica, I think Porto are now definitely up for it. They're 1 point behind Sporting in first place, but they have a game in hand.
Right, so where are
Ooh.
Benfica then?
Benfica
How far
are
off
on
are they?
38 points.
So they're 3 points off of Sporting.
They
Did you
are
say?
3 points
They
off
had
Sporting.
they had a poor start, Benfica, I think, and we all knew it was going to be tough for them to get back in. They did worked hard to get back in, but obviously with that loss now,
I'm still backing them. Still backing Benfica to win the league.
I think
They're going to do it.
I think what's interesting is that Sporting have already sacked their manager.
Yes.
Yes.
He came in and they were going to be like, oh, we'll play the same system. He's like, gone. so I wonder who. I don't know if they brought anyone in
have
yet.
they decided on an
or-
appointment?
Not that I.
As far as I know, no.
It
Who
was
is the manager for the last game?
I think it was their assistant manager.
Yeah.
Let me have a quick look, and I'll get you a name.
But
Right.
yeah, I think I'm swinging to Porto at the moment
Interesting.
because they've had better results than both of those teams since the sacking. Well, not the sacking. The moving on of Amarin.
Yeah.
He probably regrets that now, by the way.
Yeah, he probably hates his life. He's going to lose his hair. By the time he leaves United, he's going to be bald
Do you reckon?
from
Yes,
stress.
Do you reckon he's going to leave United?
Maybe
or
by
do you
the
reckon
end of
he'll be
this year.
successful?
He will get sacked.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have had an appointment.
Oh, we have it.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
We have had
My
an
facts are
appointment.
not up to date.
So this was in the Liga Cup. Sporting won 1-0 against Porto, knocking them out and putting them through to the final.
Yep.
Their manager was Rui Borges, who was at Vitoria de Guimarães.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes
They-
sense.
He is their new
And
manager.
then obviously,
And they're playing a 4-4 fucking 2. Get in the boys. Another one. Welcome.
anyway,
On the
and
point, I still
Serie A?
think Sporting will win the league. By the way, just putting out there.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
stuck with Sporting. I think
Same,
they're still winning the
same,
league.
same.
I'm going
Don't try it
Porto.
because last time you said they weren't going to win
No,
the
I
league.
did say that they were going to win the league.
I'll find the
That was
recording
not
to prove
me.
it.
It was
I'll
not
find
me.
the recording.
I
to prove
backed-
it.
Stop fighting, boys.
I backed
Stop
Sporting,
Proving it.
100%.
Settle
Serie
down.
A, any games?
Yeah, on the weekend there were a few, not too many. Roma played Lazio, which is a derby.
Yeah.
Roma won. Torino drew to Parma. Napoli won 3-0
No.
against Fiorentina.
Yeah,
That's
was
a
it,
big
it was
result.
away
That's
from
a big
home, though.
result.
So in the table, Napoli are top now.
Ooh.
They've got 44 points, but Atalanta do have a game in hand, which means if they win, they go top. Juventus, they're not in the title race. They've drawn 11 games.
Have they lost a game yet in the league, or are they still
No,
unbeaten?
they're unbeaten. They've drawn 11.
How many have they
Moss's system.
18 games.
Could you imagine they become like the first team to be unbeaten
In
and,
Serie A,
and
yeah.
then not win the league title?
Well, I think they've won it. They've won the league going invincible.
Yeah,
Oh, they have.
Yeah, Juventus.
but like no, I mean like
not
the first
win
team
the
to
league.
not win the league
Oh,
without
yeah,
losing a
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Being
yeah.
invincible.
Surely that must that would be a first, no?
Mm. The thing is, they're linked with so many attackers.
But they feel so bland. I feel like this would be the perfect season if he was still there for Paolo Dybala, if he was still at the club, like just
He's doing
to
well
kind
for
of take
Roma.
reins.
They're missing
Doing very well
something.
for it. And on a free transfer at the end of the
Yeah.
season.
Can I it's not Serie A Cup, but AC Milan.
Let's quickly
3-2.
touch on it.
Tammy
Inter.
Abraham winner.
Tammy Abraham winner.
Yeah.
Pulisic scored as well
Yeah.
to make it 2-2.
So
2-0
Chelsea won
down.
the cup.
Yeah,
They were 2-0 down as well. So.
yeah. It was a
Crazy.
phenomenal comeback.
I rate Sergio Conceição.
Yeah,
I
and also
really do. Conceição, sorry. I don't know. Something about him being he was known as the dad of what's his name again?
It's not Fabio. It's
So
Yeah.
it's,
Either way.
The
who-
winger
yeah.
who's at Juventus at the moment. He was always kind of known as the dad of that guy who's also a coach. But now I feel like he did a great job with Porto. He could have had them winning a title
Yep.
if he hadn't left, potentially. But now he's gone to AC Milan and he's had 2 games, both of which have been against big teams in Juventus and Inter, and won both.
Can I also talk about the Spurs curse continuing with Emerson Royal?
Yeah, another trophy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Spurs fans actually happy
Yeah.
for him to win a trophy.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Well, they're not winning any themselves. so
Well,
they've got to take
yeah.
what they get.
I
Yeah.
can't
Spurs
believe
must
they're
have
favourites
like
for
the
Europa League.
most trophies won since leaving the club.
I think it's 53 players now.
Fucking hell.
Like,
That's
a joke.
mental.
Imagine
Yeah.
that, and Harry Kane's not one of them.
Yeah.
no,
Mental.
he will be at the end of the season.
just went out. It's Francisco Conceição.
Francisco
Is the
Conceição,
sorry.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I do rate him as well, by the way. But yeah.
Same person?
No, Sergio is his dad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
just clarifying that. But yeah, thank you, boys, for rounding up your leagues. I'm sure we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
There's games this week, so next week
Next
will
week
be
we'll
back
have something
with
to talk
games.
about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. From the rest of us here at the Purple Show. But this week we're gonna have some fun instead. Because why not? Whilst we're here, we might as well have a good time.
It's transfer season.
Should we do that first, or should we do the quiz first?
Transfer season.
Yeah,
first.
transfers.
All right. Let's talk
Sure
about
we
some
agreed that
transfers.
before the podcast.
Yeah.
We didn't, because Lloyd said that we should do the other way
Oh,
around.
sorry, it just
Don't
it
blame
pop-
Lloyd,
it
come
pop-
on.
popped up- it
Wow,
popped up-
throwing shame on someone
It
else. It's
popped
your
up
podcast.
first.
No, I'm putting shame on you. 'cause
Me?
We were right, and I decided. So we're going to do the quiz first.
Okay.
Because I decide.
Okay, let's do the quiz
Alright,
then.
do it then.
We're doing the
You fucking do
quiz.
it then,
We're
bitch.
doing a quiz.
Ubaid's on smoke today, I'm telling you.
So, our producer, Lenny, has put together a little quiz for us. He's not sent me the rules. So I'm
I
going
know
to
the
hand
rules.
over quickly to Lloyd, who's going
Right.
to explain what the rules are.
It says the quiz rules here. He says he wants it just to trial a new quiz for this week only, and the rules are all of the clubs below sit in either the 2nd or 3rd divisions in the following nations: Portugal, Spain, Netherlands, Italy, and Germany. All you've got to do is guess what nation the following club is from,
Okay.
and then it gives you an
out.
gives you 2.
So, let's get started with the quiz element. I'm going to go first, because it's my show.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 teams here. And you have to put up my bad pronunciations, so I'm sorry in advance.
We're
The
used to
first
it.
team, Belenenses.
Oh,
Sorry, I am holding my phone. I just
Can you repeat it, please?
I remember this team.
Belenenses. Sorry, Belenenses.
I think Liverpool played against these.
Interesting.
Club Sandro used to play for.
Really?
Just don't give hints.
Nah, he's not going to know it.
just write a nation down.
Holly.
Is that what it is?
Holly.
It says Italy
It's a
though.
country. Oh, Italy. Sorry.
Ollie.
No, I see it does look like a
It
Haitian.
looked like.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did,
to be
you
fair.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Portugal.
It is Portugal.
Whee!
Let's go.
You know,
for
they
me.
actually split.
These points aren't going to count towards the overall scores for the competition, but
Also,
we'll keep
considering
scores.
the New Year's purple show cooked as well. Just gonna say that. Check
Did.
it out.
My
Check it
show's
out.
always
Yeah.
cooked.
No, I
So we'll
cooked.
keep- yeah.
I cooked.
You cooked some hot sauce, which was horrible.
No, in the because you had to do a punishment.
Yeah.
Louis-
And then
I'm,
I
I'm,
won
I'm
the
so
quiz.
annoyed I
you
missed.
did win the quiz. You are the quiz
I'm
winner for the last
furious.
time round. I didn't forget about that.
What was it? Did we?
I tried to blur that out of my
We
mind.
finished tied
Um,
second, didn't we? And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
was
did.
robbed. He's Portuguese.
Yeah.
From
Still
second.
And you still would have come
Yeah.
last.
No, he would have come last.
Was it you?
Kean threw me off on purpose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
right, fair enough.
stitched him up
baited.
rotten.
Next
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to the second of mine.
Yeah.
RWSN.
And what countries are these from?
I'm not telling you. That's the whole point.
That's the list of countries.
No, you know what I mean. The list of
Germany,
countries.
Italy, Portugal,
Spain.
Holland, Spain.
Yeah.
All of
Right,
our
okay.
nations.
All of our 5 leagues.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, say the team
the
again.
top 5 leagues.
That
Say-
makes
say
sense.
the team again.
Apart from the Prem.
Say the team again.
RWSN.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right. Okay. I've got this. I think.
Ubay's got no idea.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Holland.
Germany.
Yeah.
Germany's correct.
Oh.
Yes.
Lloyd
Come
takes an
on.
early lead.
There's one in. There's a Essen in
No.
Holland as well.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
that's- that's
ESSEN. I
unfortunate.
didn't want to say it
Yeah.
unless I gave it away.
Alright, so,
Cool. So let's move on.
pass,
I'm gonna
pass across, Lloyd.
pass that across to me, and it's your turn.
Oh
to
yeah,
read
you're
out
being
the
very
nations.
careful with your pristine
I know,
white
gotta be
outfit.
careful, man, gotta be
Yeah, very careful.
Oh no, now apparently just putting out there.
No
Henry
wonder he
don't
doesn't
have
want to
2
go to
points.
Nando's. Doesn't want to drip any sauce over himself.
I take the top off.
And
I
the
just, I
trousers.
just have a shirt on. No, 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 we're not doing that.
And the shoes.
Just in pants, socks, and a t-shirt.
Oh no, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good.
Depends who you are.
Well,
Anyway, moving
Right,
on.
moving on. The first one is Intercity.
Silence is deafening.
It is.
Is deafening.
Is everyone ready to go?
Yep.
we are.
Feels like this is very tense.
Oh, no, wait,
whoa.
Ubay
He's
uses white
cheating.
jumper.
He's cheating.
He's just used.
He's just cheated.
How have I cheated?
He's cheated.
Can I not change my answer?
He's cheated.
Three,
3,
two,
2,
1,
1.
show.
Italy.
Holland.
So you've gone for Italy. You've gone to Italy. It is Spain.
Oh.
I went Portugal
Damn.
first.
Matt got it right.
Why are you
Oh,
using
good
your
for you, Matt.
jumper? That's just painful.
Shame you're not taking part.
Right.
Next one, Lloyd.
Second one. Quick Boys.
Oh, I remember him. But I don't know where.
Yes,
they're
this
from,
is an
that's the
actual
issue.
team.
Second and third divisions.
Yeah,
You got, well, there's a team called Young Boys, so.
Yeah, but
that's very true.
yeah, they are a bit of a one-off, to be fair.
Okay, let's go.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
3
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Dutch.
Holland.
Dutch.
And Holland is correct.
Henry, you know you're supposed to
Yeah.
show the camera the answer.
Yeah, not me.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry.
Right, so Jamie, Tom, and
I'm on
Henry
2
all got
points.
that right.
Yeah.
And that means I'm now
Time
We
to
paid,
Ubay to
pass
do
it
this
on.
thing. How
Pass
many
it
points
on.
did you get from that, Ubay? that was a genuine
Wait, did you get any
question.
right?
Did you get any right?
Well, that's a good question.
No.
Oh no!
I was close.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Right, let's go again. What are yours, Ubaid? I think what you
Okay,
prepared
so
them.
first of all is Taranto. Taranto.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, Italy.
I went
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Go.
I was
Nice.
debating between
And
Italy
still
and
Ubay
Spain
hasn't
for
got
that
one
one.
right.
Mine seems so easy though.
Okay.
You quick boys.
Oh, I need that rubber. Hang on.
Okay, this
Right.
one,
Move on.
Right, I'm so
Zamora.
confused.
What are you doing?
He's saying the next team.
Zamora.
No, but what's
Zamora.
Lloyd doing?
Zamora.
Zamora.
What am I doing?
Zamora.
Zamora.
Balancing everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Zamora.
Bobby Zamora.
Is it not spelled the same?
It might be spelled the same.
It is.
No idea for this. Hang on.
If it's what I'm thinking of, it is.
I'm gonna go for this. Sounds like
Cool.
3, 2, 1. Portugal.
Spain.
Leave it as Spaniard.
Spain is correct.
Yes.
I nearly went Portugal as well.
Come on.
I knew it was Spanish or
Yes,
Portuguese
mate.
sounding.
There you go.
So I'm on 3 points. You're on.
I'm on 4.
4. Lloyd, you're on.
No, I do not.
Lloyd, you're on how many?
American
4.
pronunciation.
4.
Oh my gosh! Right, yeah, I get it.
I'm on 3.
3. 3, 3,
Cool.
4, 4.
Right, that's
So-
that's me being innocent.
So first club is Latina.
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 Surely.
It feels
Surely.
it feels obvious.
It feels too obvious though.
Yeah, Lenny might have
It does seem quite easy to
done
be
us
fair.
in here.
Right.
Oh, it does seem, oh, yeah.
He's
It
too
does
nice
seem
to you,
easy.
No, but then Jamie might be doing mind games now.
No. Just go with your gut. I'm not.
Yeah,
Latina,
I'm gonna go for this.
surely.
Yeah, you would
You've got
think
to
so.
go, surely.
3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
Spain.
Portugal.
You were so close to writing it, and so were you. It's Italy.
I wrote Italy.
Italy.
Rubbed it out.
Yeah, you both did the same thing. You both wrote Italy.
Because Latinos.
I thought Italian, but I thought it was.
Yeah, it sounded Italian.
I thought it was
Latina.
Portuguese.
Latina
Hang on,
is
how are we spelling it?
Latina. Same as you would.
Yeah, see that. Oh.
But don't forget, Latina is also an Italian word.
Oh,
That's
of course
why.
it is.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's- yeah.
Chicas in South America.
Yep.
Oh, damn. That's why I put
Okay.
Spain.
Second team is Trofense.
Hmm?
Trofense. You guys got
Surely.
something?
Alright, everyone ready?
Wait, no, wait, hang on. Give me 1 second to decide if I'm going to stick with this or not.
1, 3,
2, 1.
Portugal.
Yep, Portugal is correct.
Yes.
The thing is, it's not fair.
I
My
nearly
my
changed
accent
it.
was never gonna say like Trofense. You know what I mean? I was
thought
always
it
gonna
might
say
be
Trofense.
Spanish.
Alright.
That's alright, no worries.
Oh wait, I need the board. Yeah.
Where's your one gone? Who's?
What do you mean, where's my one?
Surely there were
four
4 rubbers.
Oh, was there a rubber? Maybe I'm sat on it. Should we find out?
Oh.
No, there's only 3 rubbers.
Oh, there only?
Yeah.
What happened to the other one?
There wasn't one. There never was.
And there never will be.
Yeah.
Before you go on, what are the points on the doors? Or you
4.
have 4.
7?
0.
5.
Oh,
All
can't win.
Lloyd with the lead.
yeah. Well, at least I can't come last.
You can't come last, but you also probably won't come first.
No, because I can't.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
Oh my god.
There's not a round to it.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Energy Cottbus.
Oh, right, okay.
Say again.
Energy Cottbus.
Is that 3 letters at the first one?
Energy Cottbus.
Energy coctus.
Cottbus.
Coctopus. Okay, I'm going to go with this lot. Cool. Hang on. hang on.
Really fucking obvious.
Yeah, I've got
Is it?
this. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Germany.
Germany.
You put Holland.
How many points are you on?
4.
I got a
I'm
point.
on 5.
I
Yeah, he got a
He's
point.
got 1.
We've both got a point.
You are last, no matter what. But
Wait, so what?
I've got a point.
6.
I'm on 5.
I
Oh.
I can only draw with you now.
You know how you got NEC and stuff like that, and NAC Braden? Like, I thought it was like that. It's like something.
No,
I ju-
it's
hon-
two-
honestly,
it's
I
two
just thought there
words.
hadn't
The
been
football
many
club's-
German teams,
Yeah,
so
the
I
foot-
was like,
Yeah, the football club's 2 words.
alrighty, last question of the question. Guess the last club,
Go for it.
league, country.
Thing.
I'm messing this up badly. Telstar.
Who?
Telstar.
Telstar.
Easy.
Quite a famous club.
Pretty,
Is it?
pretty well known.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Telstar.
Yeah.
Yep.
How are we spelling that?
T-E-L.
So it's literally
S-T-A-R.
it's literally Telstar.
Telstar.
Right. Okay.
All one word.
I've heard of this.
Oh,
company.
I'm guessing.
He's wrong. Oh, is it?
I probably am wrong.
It looks too long. 3, 2, 1.
Holland.
Netherlands.
Holland.
Yeah,
I was.
got it right.
Brilliant.
I got
Yeah.
2.
Alright.
My first
So the final points on the doors.
4,
You have 2,
2,
2,
4.
6.
4.
4, 2, 4, 5, 6, and the
7.
winner with 7 points, Lloyd. Woo! Unfortunately, we haven't got a
Wow.
trophy for you this time, but you can.
That's
Hang on.
Not all winners need
Here's,
trophies.
here's your trophy.
Thank you so much.
Just chop it.
Take it.
Don't take it.
Don't take it. Don't take it. Do not take
Do
it.
not take it. Do not.
trophy.
Wow.
Thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate
Woo! God, this is some content.
Content.
There's always content on the
Honestly, we should
purple
have just
shirt.
let him sit there for as long as he could have. See how long he's going to sit there for.
Lloyd's not nasty like that, so you know he helped me out.
I was
Some
the-
might say he's more normal.
No, he's just
fine, but define
he's just
normal.
nice, unlike some of you. I
Oh.
won't say which ones. But let's move
Ooh,
on.
mystery.
What's a mystery? Well, you've insulted me, you've laughed at me, and you take the piss out of me. So
I haven't said anything all video.
I can.
Henry.
I've got a memory. I'm not. Oh, shut up. You set my watch
good,
on.
good memory, man. Come on.
My watch going off there. But
Hey, Lloyd,
let's
shall we
let's
start
move on,
talking
shall
about
we?
different hosts in
Yeah.
the future?
No,
yeah.
Try it on.
Oh, mate,
I'm
the,
free.
the clip on the was it the Christmas special when I asked who's your favourite
Favourite guest.
who's your favourite
No,
co-host?
co-host. That was it. Yeah.
And Henry went, well, obviously each other, and Lloyd went, well.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember that
Yeah.
now. That's
Yeah.
just staying up here, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
well,
I'm
clearly
actually
it
so
didn't.
annoyed I missed
Let's-
that.
let's-
Now.
Honesty's the
talk-
best policy.
Yes. You had been poor that day, I will say.
Was I?
We got more stressful.
Yeah, I was.
So he
stressing.
sniffed
Yeah, well,
someone's
you stressed me
shoulder.
out with that.
Wasn't
yeah,
that-
yeah, you said
Wasn't that the
Bezos
day where
on
you
your
were like
shoulder.
staring up at the sky at like points
yeah.
in the podcast?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
just go
was.
like-
I was incredibly snotty, so I was just trying to let it roll back into my head. Let's move on from that one though, and let's talk about some transfers from all of our relevant leagues. We're gonna start with. Let's start with Jamie.
Okay.
I know of one transfer out that I want to quickly mention. I want to hear your opinion on him.
Go ahead.
Oxford United have just signed a striker from Holland. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I ain't got a clue.
Do you want me to give you the name?
Please do.
Okay, sorry, because I
If
can.
you're gonna have to look it up, I'm gonna start
It's
gonna-
with
it's gonna
the
take
bigger
2
ones.
seconds.
I'll start with Ajax, because I haven't seen much about this as someone who supports the club. But apparently we're in for Sulemana from Southampton.
Yeah.
Haven't really watched much of him. I don't actually know what position he plays.
He's a winger.
Winger.
Yeah.
I think we do need a winger. After selling Bertrain, we haven't really got anyone else back, and Berghaus is probably not good enough.
Lost a leg as well. Not the.
Yeah,
quickest
it's not.
option.
Lost a
player.
leg.
It's a
Yeah,
phrase
in
that.
terms of he's like
Stop
slower.
making
I
me look like an
understand.
idiot, for God's
I was
sake.
about to say, bro. Surely you, if I understood that, you've got to as well.
I was taking a piss.
Fair enough. I think what's interesting is
Oh no.
Right, off you get. Come
Um,
That's fine.
on. Right, carry on. Jamie.
we might lose Brian Brobby to Nottingham Forest,
Oh,
who
yeah.
are interested.
That'd be a good signing.
Which I think for Nottingham it's a great signing. I think we
Backup
don't
to
need
Chris
to.
Wood.
Yeah, we don't need to sell a striker to be honest, because I think we've got him and Chuba Akpom. I think Akpom will probably stay. As I said, for Nottingham, bringing in someone like him, I think it would be great. I
Yeah.
think it'll be a good. He'd be good in the Premier League. He'd work. Another big one is Feyenoord's David Hunkel. Plays kind of
Yeah.
attacking midfielder, centre mid.
Ankle.
Yeah,
I thought he was a centre half.
there's two.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got a brother.
Okay, so what's the brother saying?
Well, nothing, because this is the one I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? The brother of the main
We
one,
don't
which is the
know,
centre
so
back.
it's-
Go. Carry on. For
Okay.
God's sake.
Well, we didn't need to say anything. Anyway, Juventus are interested in bringing him in from Feyenoord. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Juventus are interested in bringing him in, which I think would be interesting, because I think the issue with Juventus is going forward, they just can't seem
to get enough goals.
Exactly. So I think bringing in someone who is attacking, who's able to, push on, will help.
So I'm interested in a certain Dutch striker across the pond in our lovely land of Eden in a swap deal for Vlahovic. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
No.
Manchester United?
Xerxes?
Yes. There is rumour of a swap deal which includes
Yeah, I saw
Vlahovic
something like
and,
that.
and Xerxes.
Apparently Xerxes might be going there, but
I'm going to stop with the subtleties and just be honest from now on,
Yeah,
because you
just
guys
go
just
straight to the
don't
point.
get it, do you?
No,
No,
as
I
he's
was
not
very
Eric-
confused.
As far as you know, he's not Eredivisie. at the
Yeah, we're
moment.
not talking about the Italian league
Yet.
currently.
But who's
That's
the
your
player?
beta job.
Who's the
Yeah.
player you were talking about?
So
I wanna
the,
know.
the striker playing for Oxford United now, his name's Ollie
United or
Romney,
City?
and he came from Utrecht.
Utrecht. I don't know much about Utrecht. to be
He
honest with you.
scored 12 goals for FC Emmen back in 2022, and then he got the move to Utrecht, where he's played like 15 games a season.
Okay.
Got a few goals, but he's now moved on to Oxford United. I wondered if you had any opinions.
Oxford United or Oxford City? Which
Oxford United.
one? United. Okay.
Yeah.
I,
he's a-
I don't really know, honestly. I know who he is. I don't really know much about
Right.
him. I remember seeing him in the second division for Emmen.
Yeah.
Was a decent striker.
Do you reckon he'd do well in the Championship for Oxford United?
he could do. I think I don't really know who else United have, but it depends. 'Cause I think the issue is, right, with players coming from leagues like Netherlands, you have players that do really well. Look at someone like Julian Timbers coming at Arsenal, done really well. Then you have others like Anthony, who's come in and it's just not worked out at all.
Yeah.
So it's a very 50-50. I don't really know.
You don't want to be the next Johan Bash.
Yeah, no. To be fair, Johan Rash wasn't as bad as you think he was. Actually, to be fair.
I just signed on an FM save on our stream that we did. Me, Lloyd, and Jamie.
Yeah.
He was my right winger for Everton. If you want to check that out or check out any future streams, head over to our Twitch. Make sure you're following so you know when we're live. Sorry, just that little advertisement there. But yeah, is there any more transfers from the Eredivisie you want to mention?
I'm going to pick up on two here. So, Asmir his name is so difficult to say. Bjaratekovic from New England Revolution have signed for PSV. I think a couple of their players might get sold in the summer.
Mark Tillman is one that
I was going to say he's a cam. Wingers probably could leave as well. And
Who
the
they
other
got
one,
out wide at the moment?
out wide, they're playing Bakayoko on one side, and on the other side, the guy's gone out my head, but I don't like the
But
club.
Bakayoko is the one.
Yeah,
right? You
I
are
think I could see him going to Juventus.
Yeah.
I was
Or-
definitely gonna say an Italian side.
Yeah, I could see him going to Juventus or Napoli.
AC.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It depends what happens with.
I think
with
AC is too
Leao
big of a
and
step up.
Pulisic.
I
You
think going. Yeah, I
Which side
think
does he play on,
Inter. He plays on the right mainly. I think.
AC is too much of a step up, but aren't they below Juventus in the league?
Yeah, but I think in terms of the quality that AC
Juve
have,
need an attacker.
Oh, on the wing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
They have a lot of wings.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
they've
I
got
see, I see, I
Pulisic.
see.
Juve
they've
will
got,
need- Especially given
yeah.
Francisco Conceição is only on loan.
Yeah, Conceição will
He'll go back to which team is it? Porto. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so therefore Bakayoko could slot in there. Why don't you go?
I actually want to pick up one more thing.
go on, go ahead.
We've just signed Rafael van der Vaart's son, who's in our academy.
Oh, I saw that.
Yep, we've offered him a professional contract. Apparently, he's going to be training with the first team. And apparently, also, we've offered a contract to Shaquille Van Persie,
Have you actually?
who's at our rival club Feyenoord. But apparently, we've offered a contract. And I don't know how much we've offered him, but I don't know why we're going in for him. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I just find it funny how we're offering someone to a rival.
If you manage to pull that off, that's a good bit of business.
I was
as
going
well.
to say, taking him away from where his dad literally coached at recently.
And he's a. You know more than me, but I'm pretty sure Van Persie is held in very high regard by.
Oh,
Feyenoord
absolutely.
As well.
He's loved by the club.
Yeah.
In
In both stints, because he did two stints, didn't he?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. But that's kind of it. Not much else has happened in the Eredivisie yet.
Cool.
The only thing I could say is that Patrick Kluivert is now the new Indonesia manager.
Which
Yes.
Dan is
Which,
very happy
yeah.
about.
I sent a message saying today that they should just be the kind of like Netherlands B team at this point because they're just signing everyone who's. A lot of their players are half Dutch. They've got a Dutch manager at
Yeah.
this point.
They've got the
But-
mighty Elkan Baggett in defence.
Yeah, but honestly, I think it'll be very interesting, and I think they'll do well with it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff actually have happened yet in the Premier Liga. Literally, the only two transfers of note is João Marquez to Gil Vicente from Braga
Oh, really?
for 3.5 million.
Oh, that's a waste. So
That's it.
again, this is going to make you sigh, but I'm doing an FM save with Braga at the moment, just personally, and he's my star midfielder. Like he's so good. He's such tricky, good with his feet, good with his runs into the box. They've got a good signing there, Gil Vicente.
But then obviously, so then kind of to Braga from Porto is Fran Naravo for 6 million. So they've just made,
Nice.
they've lost 3 million total overall. But
Yeah.
Navarro is a
But
much
that
more
is
well-established star.
literally
Yeah,
it.
fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
Navarro's a good signing in terms of he can play kind of going forward defensively and kind of centrally. I think leaving Porto is probably a good thing because I think the thing is with the bigger clubs in Portugal is you notice that kind of every week their starting 11 is the same.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to push into those starting 11s. You have to be exceptional. So
Exactly.
I think, yeah, for him it would be a good signing.
yeah, and some outings as well. They're not of note, but 3 players from the Premier Liga have actually joined a second division side. Well, yeah, to the second division side in Brazil, who got recently promoted. Which is, it's interesting that all 3 have gone to the same side. I don't
Yeah.
think they're all
Do you
from
know
the
which
same
side it
club.
was?
I can't remember the name.
Okay. I think maybe
Um,
Mirassol.
But it's an interesting thing, and also, I guess, understandably, Portuguese speaking to a Portuguese speaking country makes
Yeah.
sense.
Also, there's no registration rules.
It's enough.
If you bring someone from Brazil to England, to Portugal, you don't need to work in. You don't need to
You
get,
don't
like, a
get work
working
permit.
visa.
Oh,
and
so it's
stuff.
quite an easy move.
Yep, and then
okay.
and
You
then
get a lot of Brazilians
Yep.
in Portugal.
and then
Okay.
sending players to Brazil once again. It's not a working visa; they can just kind of walk into the team
Yeah.
as nationals.
And obviously, of course, Antonio Silva is being looked at by PSG.
I would.
And then, of course, Gyökeres is looked at by the rest of the world.
And Gyökeres, but he has. It's not been said by him, but a lot of pundits in Portugal are saying that he won't leave till the summer.
So in the last couple of hours, I just quickly mentioned on Portugal whilst we were on it. David Fresneda, the right back from
Fresneda,
Fresneda,
yeah.
is on his way to Como for 10 million.
Nice.
And they are bringing in Alberto Costa from Vitória de Guimarães.
Alberto Costa, bloody hell. that's a
Alberto
fullback.
Costa, yeah, as his
I
replacement.
think he's.
at
I
fullback.
think he's featured in one of our players of the week. I believe. this
Yeah,
season.
Potentially, I remember the
I'm
name.
pretty
Guimarães, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
He
headed
has.
to headed to Sporting
right
to
back,
replace Fresneda, who then
Okay.
goes to Como.
Fresneda's a great player. I know that Arsenal looked at him at one point. I think the only thing is he just didn't play at Sporting.
Yeah.
Which is
Not in that
it's
three
annoying
at the
because he's
back.
21 years old.
Very
he's got
young.
great quality, but I say if you,
Doesn't play in Ruben Amorim's three at the back or four
Yeah.
across the midfield, so unfortunately, it just doesn't work.
I
out.
do think 10 million is a bit cheap. I think Como are getting a good player for 10 million, but
I-
at the same time,
Como's
I think it's a
strategy-
game time thing.
yeah, I think
it's a game
because he
time
hasn't played, he hasn't
Yeah.
developed, not going to have
There
that.
is actually there's an analyst who worked previously at Oxford City on like a loan type, not a loan type thing, but like a just work experience type thing for us, and who is one of their analysts at Como.
Nice.
Weird enough, and they've got a good system going there. So if they've got Fresneda, he's got something about him.
Yeah, I could see him moving on to a bigger Spanish side at some point, going to like an Atletico or something.
Right, let's get you out the way. Talk about Syria.
Oh wow,
I think that's a bit rude, personally.
And he has a bit rude today.
I've not said one thing today.
jaw dropped.
Wow.
Just crack on.
Okay.
Take your time, man.
So,
Mate, you got all the time in the world you need.
yeah, thank
You lot are dickheads, you know.
Actually, Juventus are involved in like most of the rumours because they're one of the biggest clubs and they're struggling. One of the ones I saw a report today, Vlahovic, they want him gone because they can get money for him, and apparently Thiago Motta just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not that he doesn't rate him; he just doesn't think he suits.
He doesn't suit the system, which
Yeah.
is why he's then linked with Xerxes, because
Because
then there's a
Xerxes
striker who,
Played, yeah.
that deep lying forward, that 9.5 is what he wants.
Yeah, I understand where it's coming from. Juventus and AC Milan are after Rashford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were after Sancho, so.
You've got Leao, Pulisic.
Well, Leao could leave.
I guess it's
Who
just
is-
squad depth.
yeah.
No?
Liao's had a real drop off in form.
I guess what?
recently.
Yeah, squad depth could help.
Yeah, but that's why I said Bakayoko wouldn't go there because I don't think. But if Rashford's in the conversation, surely you've got to look at Bakayoko, who's performing better than him, and at the moment is a better player.
Rashford to Juventus, I just don't see it happening. They also want Volkrug at West Ham.
He's had a terrible season.
Where
Doesn't suit.
he's been injured a lot and he's been in and out of the team.
Considering the hype
yeah.
that he had when he joined
Well,
from the Euro.
yeah, I think
from the Euro. I'm not saying I personally hyped him.
no.
I'm saying I think a lot of pundits and a lot of the kind of articles out there were saying he's going to come in and
It
do
has
really
not gone
well.
to. It has not gone to plan. It will be interesting to
yeah.
see what happens with him and potentially
I'm-
Graham Potter
Yeah,
coming in.
I'm not sure that they can afford to lose him right now with Antonio obviously having his unfortunate car accident.
It-
Yeah.
it-
No, of course.
yeah.
They need a striker, and if they lose him, they have to bring someone else.
Well,
in.
they are
Exactly,
linked
they-
with the Middlesbrough striker Lath as a potential
Yeah, but
replacement.
he's not
but-
proven at the high level.
They have.
No, but neither. But
um,
Fulcrock hasn't obviously. It clearly hasn't worked that well.
Not
I
yet. He's been, as Lloyd said, I would
question
say he's
his
not
age
been good enough
profile,
yet.
his
hasn't
his
played a lot.
ability.
6 months at a club.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
He screams purple patch in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
West Ham and strikers just don't mix in general.
Well, no,
'Cause
that
is- Antonio.
Skamaka's another one.
Other than
Antonio.
Yeah, and even though he wasn't even a striker to begin
No,
with.
he was a right wing back.
Interestingly, listened to a podcast, obviously before the accident, where he said he'd played all through his life as a forward, right, left, up front. When he joined West Ham, they basically just said to him, "This is the only place we will play you." He wasn't actually a fullback. And then there was one game where they were like 3-4-0 up, and all he wanted to do was go and attack, and
Oh,
he was told
yeah.
to stay on the halfway line as the furthest point forward he could go, and at that point he went, "Screw this! I'm playing. You have to play me forwards. I don't play fullback."
To be fair, when he played at Tooting and Mitcham, he was a striker.
Yeah.
Just out and out striker, and
Yeah.
he scored
I think
so many.
we all knew he was a striker, and it was a bit of a weird when we saw him play right wing back. I think I was quite surprised to see him play there,
He was good,
and
but
it
it
was
was
much
mispositioned.
better when he then moved forward again. People said he got in the England squad as a kind of right back when he had that season when he was really good playing there. And everyone was like, he gets in the England squad as a fullback, but he's not a fullback.
Yeah.
And everyone knew. So it's good to see him have had that chance to play as a forward.
He's one of those players who I think will be a pundit / influencer. When
Yeah,
he's
100%.
finished.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we wish him all the best on his
Yes,
recovery.
fingers crossed he gets back.
He's back up on his feet, isn't he?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Good.
he's walking.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
So, any more on Serie A?
PSG want Yildiz. I don't see it happening.
Lots of people want Yildiz. I'm not
Yeah.
sure
Yeah,
I get them.
I could not see Juventus willingly
He's
going,
like
yeah,
one
we're going to get
attacker
rid of
they're
him.
Not going to sell.
There's that winger as well, the Belgium guy, Mbula or whatever his name is, who looked quite decent.
No idea. Anyway.
And then Torino want Cassidy.
Oh, do
Yes, Torino do want Cassidy.
Could
Yes,
be a good move
yes.
for him.
Yeah.
I think he knows that when the likes of Santos and what's his name, the guy at Southampton, Ugochukwu. I think when the likes of Ugochukwu and Santos come back in the
He's not
summer, he
playing.
knows he's not getting in
Yeah.
because
Santos.
even Ugochukwu is being very highly touted by the Southampton coach as how good and his attitude and all that.
Yeah.
And then you've got Santos, who's having one of the best seasons in,
Yeah.
being probably the best midfielder in the
League
Liga this season.
Yeah.
Like he knows he's in trouble, and also he's Italian.
Go
It
back
makes
to
sense.
Italy.
Go home.
Yeah.
like,
Also,
yeah.
we'll probably get more money sending him back to Italy as well.
Exactly.
And he can get a good move after.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to stay at Torino.
Mm.
That's it. Really.
And he needs game time.
Yeah, agreed. Anything else? Nothing else? Okay, cool. Lloyd, do you want to go first or shall I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You're too polite to him, man.
Yeah, man.
No, he's just a nice person.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
I guess he's head of HR.
The first,
he has to be.
Yeah, it'd be a bit worrying if I was if I was a right, like, just nasty individual.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think I've ever heard you be nasty about me ever, which is quite surprising.
Not to your face.
He's just genuinely just a nice person. I
Oh,
appreciate
well,
that.
he
stop,
is.
stop
I
it, guys.
appreciate
Stop it.
that.
Come on, come on.
So the first thing I'm going to say, is just breaking news, just because it's just come across my desk now. Amad Diallo has just signed his new deal, so that is great to see.
It's not German either.
I
Where's
know-
the desk?
I said
Yeah, I
it.
was just saying, like, why did you say it like that?
Yes,
Yes, I thought
small
you said something
rectangular
else.
desk.
That's why I stayed
Um,
quiet.
I wonder if you
Oh.
can build it, like, put that on like some sticks and then make it like a small desk. I don't know.
Well, why don't you put a load of money into the podcast and make it do that?
Yeah, maybe we'll.
Just
So
an idea.
this one's not from. He's put to the top, but he's not at Frankfurt. So Conan Muani is linked to Man United, but he's obviously no longer at Frankfurt. But then he's put him in saying he's at Frankfurt.
I think he might be linked back with Frankfurt.
No, he's
No, he's not. He's not linked with Frankfurt at all. Oh, right, yeah, no.
Man United linked from Conan Muani to Frankfurt.
Oh well.
But I'll tell you who is at Frankfurt and is linked to Manchester, a Manchester-based club. Marmouche is off to Man City apparently. I'd like
Just
to
another
see-
player to sit on the bench.
I'd like to see another season of good form before I'm convinced that he's good enough.
I agree with that.
It's too quick.
He's going to turn into a Grealish. Sit on
But
the
he
bench,
is
don't
one.
do
Isn't he
anything.
one goal behind Kane in the?
He
scoring
is.
charts?
He's having a great season, but you can have a great season and then drop off. So I want to see
Yeah.
one more year out of him.
Yeah,
before
I mean, it
sanction that.
depends. Manchester City don't usually get their recruitment wrong, I'd say. I think they're pretty good on that front. And he's clearly a talented player.
But
so.
we have just seen a new director of football, and obviously he looks like he's very good from Sporting. Obviously, done some good business, but you don't know until you see it. So who knows?
No, I guess not. He's a quality player, though. So
One player
He'll
who
make it
isn't in
work.
the greatest of form.
there goes the phone.
Okay. One player who isn't in the greatest of form, but is linked with a move away, is a certain Irish striker known as Evan Ferguson. So obviously he's got linked to a club called Stuttgart in the Bundesliga, but was also linked to Arsenal. What?
We
What
know
is
who
it?
Stuttgart is. You
Why
don't say
did
a
you
club
say it like
called
that?
Stuttgart.
Why didn't you just go? He's linked to Stuttgart.
Because that would be too boring. I like to make things interesting. So yeah, he's linked away potentially with a transfer. He's obviously not in the greatest of form and might want a new challenge, including that of Stuttgart. I think a loan deal to a club of that size might be more feasible than looking to buy him off of Brighton. They might still want their money, and they're going to charge quite a lot for him. But hey, a half season on loan in the Bundesliga, getting some form. It's a good breeding ground for young strikers. So. Could be a good idea.
He needs some minutes, doesn't he? Because he's got attributes to be a top striker, but it's just not worked out yet. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at Dennis Undav, who used to be at Brighton. Of course, he went out on loan to them, and then they permanently bought him.
Exactly.
Like he did really well. So why not? Why can't it work for him?
Exactly.
Yeah, and he barely played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, there was when he first came onto the scene, he was pretty impressive, wasn't he? So. You know, I'm guessing he's still living off that a little bit, but he's clearly a talented player if he gets a run of games.
Agreed. Another player who is linked with a potential loan to the Bundesliga is one of my favourite players. Marcus Rashford is going to Borussia Dortmund apparently if he doesn't go to Italy.
Surely he's linked with everyone left, right, and centre.
That is
Yeah.
true.
He is
He's
linked with a lot
literally
of
linked with
football.
Arsenal every
he
week.
would do very, very well. They need more quick, fiery attacking players in Dortmund. They're really missing that kind of spark outside of
Would it
Jamie.
allow what's his name to go up front rather than on the wing as well?
Who's that?
The
Adeyemi.
No,
Malin?
Adeyemi maybe, but I feel like he's cooking more on the left.
Gittins.
Yes,
I don't see him as a striker. I see him more as a technical winger, personally.
I think Gittins plays better out wide.
Right.
Yeah, I
okay.
can
Is it on
agree.
the left or the right name?
right.
Because imagine a kind of...
Left, no?
I thought he scored from the right. or
He's very two-footed,
both,
but
he
I
can
think
play
he
both.
plays left.
he scored
Yeah.
that wonderful goal against Bayern from the right.
Yeah, he plays...
Yeah.
But
I think
he
he's-
can do both.
He's technically a left winger, but he plays both sides.
Right.
He's you know how I say I like a left footer on one side and right footer on one. He's very two-footed. I could see him playing either side, which is a rarity in being so good with both feet. But imagine having him, Adeyemi, Daniel Malin's leaving. He's going to Aston Villa apparently for 30 million. And then Rashford in there as well. You're missing like one maybe more physical striker, and then you've got quite a good corpus of forwards there, and it starts to look a little bit more exciting, which is good to see. One signing that is confirmed. I don't know if you know the name, Gift Orban. Do you know the name Gift Orban?
Yes, yeah.
So he crushed it in every single division he was in, scoring goal after goal from amateur all the way to the top. Made his way from amateur football all the way to the top, before ending up with, I think it was Ghent
You might be right.
in Belgium,
Yeah, I believe so.
scoring bags of goals for them. And he got his big move to Lyon. Obviously, Lyon are doing terribly. They are having a really shit season.
Yeah, and financially they are not in the
Well, they're going
right
down,
place.
aren't they?
Yeah, and he's not having a good time either. So he has just made the move to the Bundesliga. He signed for Hoffenheim for 11 million, which means they've now got him and Adam Hlozek as a strike force. Both very talented strikers. I think this makes sense. It obviously didn't work out in France. The club are in a mess. You needed to move on. They've made some money off
Yeah.
it, which helps with their financial state. And I think Hoffenheim's a good... You've always had a couple of good players come out of Hoffenheim. I think the likes of Serd has come out of Hoffenheim recently. And then they had the coach, who was his name? Marco Rose was there for a bit as well. It's always a good
lot
club.
of players go on loan there. I know that quite a few years ago, like Reece Nelson went on loan there.
Yes.
Did well.
Yes.
Was Smith Rowe on
Smith
loan?
Rowe
He
went
was
to
at
Leipzig.
He was at Leipzig, that's it.
Mm.
I think his brother plays for Leipzig, actually.
What, Smith Rowe's brother?
Orban.
Oh, Orban's brother.
His brother plays there.
Yeah.
So
So
Isn't there someone else there who's... I remember there being one more.
You want about the
than
centre
Nelson.
half?
yeah, it's his brother. Yeah.
Are they,
no,
are they
he
brothers?
plays
No-
for Leipzig, doesn't
I'm
he?
sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is he Hungarian then?
Yes, they're
Oh, they're both Hungarian.
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
I'm sure.
I never knew that.
Gift Orban is not Hungarian. He
Yeah, that's
is-
what I didn't think
I
so.
thought he was Scandinavian, but I might
Okay,
be having
because I was
that
going to say
wrong.
because I know that
I didn't think so.
I know the centre back has a brother who plays football.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
wasn't
might,
sure
it
if
might,
it's-
might not be him. Yeah, I don't think it's him.
He's
Oh, fair
Nigerian.
enough.
Sorry, I'll get that one right.
Fair
He's
enough.
Nigerian. He came through at Stabæk in
Yes.
Sweden, and then went to Ghent and scored 20 goals in 22 games. And then obviously made a move to Lyon. Five games this season, 2 goals, but again not playing. So make the move to Hoffenheim. I think he'll do very well. Can play out wide, can play
Yeah.
up front. Perfect. We have had a cancellation in the Portuguese Primeira Liga at Benfica. The right wing back Isaac Kabore has left Benfica and has now re-signed for Werder Bremen on loan from Man City. So another attacking presence on the right
at
side.
Benfica from City and now.
Yes, and now he's out.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Burnley,
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah.
play much for
No, he was
Benfica.
awful for them.
Yeah, I think he started off quite. From speaking to a Luton fan recently, he started off quite well, but then just dropped off a cliff.
My mate hates him.
Really?
Can't stand him.
Ooh, right. Well,
Do you want
he's
to say that again into my phone?
Oh, yeah, my mate, he fucking hates him. he hates him so much.
so he's now gone to Werder Bremen again. What I say about the Bundesliga every week, it's such a good breeding ground, a good place to send people to get experience in another league,
Yeah.
another nationality, more experience. And then the last one, we'll quickly finish this off, is just saying that Heidenheim and St. Pauli have signed 2 players each, neither of which are of note.
Oh,
fair enough.
So
Right.
Do you want to pick up your phone?
that's what I'm doing. I was waiting for it all to be finished. Right, La Liga time. Danny Olmo's failed to register, so he can't play for Barcelona anymore right now, which is obviously terrible for them because he is a top player, and they spent 60 million on him. So the fact that he can't play is absolutely shocking. don't know what that was.
Sorry.
Oh, right. No, I've got
Quick
it. I've got it now. It's all good.
Got
Yeah, Rayo Vallecano terminated James Rodriguez's contract.
Yeah,
That's the
it's-
second time
yeah.
that's happened. It's a shame because he seems like a top player, but clearly something's not going right there. He did play for Everton and he did quite well when he started off under Carlo Ancelotti,
Yeah.
but
I think
it's not working.
It might be time for Colombia and then retirement.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Apparently
What
he
a
might go
player,
back to
but
Brazil.
Or Brazil.
He might go back to the
'Cause he was
Brazilian
Sao
second
Paulo, wasn't he?
division. Yeah,
Right.
he might go to our second division and then go to Colombia.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, Umar Sadiq has joined Valencia from Real Sociedad for £15 million. He's always been a decent striker. He's never really done too well, I don't believe, but Valencia need goals.
Yeah.
Big
Yes.
time. That's a big issue for them towards the bottom of the table. They need to get some
Need
goals in their
something.
team. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully for them, Sadiq can become their new star man. Of course, we've got to talk about Real Madrid because they seem to be wanting all of Liverpool's players at the moment. Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course. Yeah, I hope he doesn't go. It feels like he may go, but I hope he doesn't.
I think his mind's already
The
formed, to be
the
fair.
agent of Trent is the same agent as Jude Bellingham, and I think that, and the fact
Yeah,
they've been so
could-
close
could
recently, I
potentially-
think it spells.
Could potentially.
dead.
Also, reports are saying that Real Madrid are stepping up their interest in Virgil van Dijk and
Yeah.
Ryan Gravenberch as well.
Yeah.
So they want all our players.
This is the end.
If you lose Van Dijk
And Trent.
I think you're in trouble defensively.
We
Yeah.
could potentially be. Yeah, no, we'd go out by a centre back though. I'm
I
pretty
know,
certain.
but it's not going to be Van Dijk.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but no one is going to be Van Dijk.
That's what I'm saying. When
regardless.
you
Yeah.
lose him, I
Yeah.
think
Is there any update on Davies? 'Cause I know Alphonso Davies.
Alfonso
was
Davies.
Going. He, of course,
He was linked with
he's
Madrid
linked for
heavily.
ages, but
Yeah.
is there any update on that?
I mean, he doesn't say anything here, but I can imagine that's something that Real Madrid are going to look at as well, because Ferland Mendy has not been at the level
Yeah.
that
It makes
Ancelotti
sense.
wants.
He's on a free anyway. You might.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
they've
He's
got-
going so easy. Thing is, I could still see him saying. I think he will probably leave, but he could still say. I have no idea until he comes out and makes a statement
Yeah.
as to what he's going to do.
Fair enough.
In other news, apparently Liverpool are looking at Chouameni. So it seems like it's all
Swap.
going on between
Little swap.
Liverpool,
Gravenberch
Liverpool and
is-
Real
Play
Madrid.
a Van Dijk
I wouldn't
replacement.
swap Gravenberch.
No,
Anyway.
play a Van Dijk replacement. Play him centre back.
No, thanks.
No,
like
no,
he's a
no.
solid player, but
He's
that
a
wouldn't be my first choice at all. No, I mean we got Quansah, we got Gomez, Canate, and Endo can play centre back. Actually, did all right
Yeah.
when he played against
Do-
Southampton.
Obviously, young
Against
talent.
Southampton.
Against Southampton.
Yeah, but like he played centre back more at Stuttgart than he did in holding midfield, so he can do a job.
It's obviously interesting because I said to you when we were talking about Chelsea recently that I thought that you should have given what's his face from the centre back you sent to Sheffield United a chance in the first team this season.
Gilchrist.
Gilchrist. Do you hand? I know it's a bit of a risk, but do you hand the keys to that centre half position to Gerald Quansah? Do you think he's good enough?
No.
I think this season his performances have not been at the
Well, not-
best.
not
last
over time.
last season his performances were very good. I was very happy. But this season it's not been at the level, unfortunately. So
Okay.
I potentially, but I'd still want another centre back.
Okay,
And then
cool.
finally, Bournemouth's defender Dean Huijsen, as he's not going to leave in January, and it's another Real Madrid thing because Real Madrid are apparently interested in him as well.
He's a really good player.
He's great.
Yeah,
very good.
well, he came from Juventus, didn't he?
Yeah.
Of course, and Bournemouth know what they're doing with their scouting and stuff. That's why they're in the position that they are in.
I
So-
heard a lot of things from Juventus fans over the summer saying they were very upset with him and Saul, who went to Roma. Very unhappy with those two players leaving, and it's very clear why. 'Cause he's
They're
very
talented
good.
players, yeah, exactly.
So young as well.
But
Mm,
yeah,
22, I think. isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the roundup of La Liga. Pretty much half of it being Real Madrid, but
Yeah.
they're interested in everybody because they want to
Yeah.
be the best team on the planet.
And
So
that's a roundup of the transfers around the top 5 leagues, apart from England. And I think that's the roundup of the episode as well. I think that's everything. Thank you all very much for tuning in for this little special kind of winter edition. We're going to call this one the winter edition. What are we doing? No.
I was mimicking you.
Yeah. Well, don't do that. Whilst I'm trying to do an outro, distracting. Thank you.
That's staying in.
You do realise Matthew's the one editing this as well.
Be nice to me.
Don't.
Thank you all very much for watching this winter edition. We'll be back next week with our kind of standard showing, and we'll catch you up to date with the scores, and we'll do a bunch of new stuff, talk about all the stuff going on in the leagues. If you have some interesting facts or news or transfers from our top 5 leagues, please leave it in the comments so we can see it and we can bring it up next week. Make sure you leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe if you haven't already. 95% of you aren't subscribed, but I think given we've already hit 9.5, if you guys subscribe, we're going to hit 1 million like that. So please subscribe. Our schedule is now on the top of our channel description, so you can check that out to see what else is going on throughout the week. And if I don't see you beforehand, we'll see you next week for another Purple Show.